Hello everybody, this is going to be a new format of video inspired by other Souls creators all around YouTube and Twitch. And it's going to be a narrated thoughts practice for specific segments in the Dark Souls speedrun. And today I will be doing some Manus practice and commenting on my decision making and how to deal with specific attacks. Manus is a fight that is extremely challenging and a lot of people have trouble with it because it is complex and the way to punish certain attacks can lead to specific outcomes that are either good for you or bad in terms of a speedrun. So today I'm going to be trying to show a lot of it and go through my thought process all throughout those fights. And for that, I'm going to be loading and reloading save file, a Manus save file from the SpeedSoul save organizer. And I'm going to be probably saving and restoring my position using the Dark Souls gadget, all of which are going to be linked in the description, alongside the SpeedSoul's website and SpeedSoul's Discord, where you can find a lot of the information pertaining to speedrunning and the community in Discord. So yeah, let's get this started. I'm going to load my Manus save file right now. And you'll see that I'll be a little before everything, both the fog gate and the fog gate skip that's done a little to the left there. And the reason for that is that Manus gets affected by Manus's AI, especially the start of the fight, gets affected by where you quit out, like the distance relative to entering the fight. So if I were to make a save file which requires a quit out, for example here, Manus's AI would respond to me later in the fight, and that's not going to reflect what you get in the speedrun. So you want to make sure that your save file is a little further away from that. And however, I don't want to be running all this time to this part, so I'm going to be saving my position here with a hotkey. And what this will allow me to do is also practice the fog gate skip right here that saves like 3 seconds over going through that fog gate. It also lets me set up RTSR. And another really important thing when it comes to practicing this game is that we are going to be using different loadouts or different stats, builds, and different routes. This save file is an all bosses Bluetooth save file, so the current fastest all bosses route. And I have 27 strength and 38 endurance. So the most modern routes either are these that are going to have pretty much the same loadout that I have, or they are quantity storage routes that can get even higher, so more strength and more endurance. So all of these tips that I give in this video are going to be applied on those quantity storage routes as well. And I have a Dragon Tooth +5 with Red Tear Stone Ring. And it's move swapped, obviously, which means that my running attack, my rolling attack, and my plunge attack are from the rapier rather than the Dragon Tooth itself. Alright, so going into the fight itself, what I always do is jump here because you can get a little boost down. I roll, eat the blossom. This is tricky, you have to block and then punish this early, so you get the double hit, otherwise you don't. Oh, that's unfortunate, I couldn't react to that. And it was a point blank jump. That's a really good way to start this to start this video. That was really unlucky. The only way that I could have prevented that was rolling immediately as I recognized it. But since I'm talking, I'm also a little bit less focused in the fight, and I'm prone to doing mistakes, making mistakes. And yeah, forgive me if I sometimes go silent because it's hard to concentrate sometimes. So let's go again. Roll, eat the blossom. You roll to the right. I roll to the right at least. Like, look at this. Insane point blank jumps. Okay, one interesting thing about this fight is that with 2 running attacks, you will send Manus into his second phase, which means that he'll start doing magic attacks. And you can take advantage of that. You can try and bait a specific magic attack that gives you a pretty fast fight. I'm gonna try and show that as well. But after the second running attack is where it's important. So I'm gonna be trying to show this right now. There are 2 different behaviors that Manus can have after the second running attack. He can, well, I guess saying there are 2, only 2 is too much because you never know with this game, but the most common outcomes is that he's going to do a little side strafe walking, and that probably means that he's going to do the rain magic attack. Or he's going to jump backwards, in which case you can try and bait the dark bead shotgun attack and strafe it to get a lot of damage in and kill him. So let's try doing that. So I'm gonna eat the blossom, roll this to the right. Always punish his body, never his arm, because he can animation cancel. There's nothing you can do about this attack, it just sucks. Okay, so he roars. He's probably gonna go down backwards. He's going to do this, and I ran out of stamina. Okay, so right there, after that wombo combo, he is very, very likely to jump back. So instead of trying to go for another hit on him, you should chase him and then strafe the dark bead attack that he does afterwards a lot of the time. So it is not worth going for 2 attacks there. Okay, this one is the only one I strafed to the left if he does it as an opener. Okay, jumps back. This you roll, block, and you attack early. That was kind of bad. This is a rare magic attack. It doesn't do that nearly as often as the other ones. If he is like this, you can block on, chase him down, and just finish him off. He's like a hit away. He's like 20 HP or something. Just chase him down, lock on, and you should be good. Okay, one thing that I'd like to mention is when to bone out of the fight. Because you either use a dark sign or you dupe a bone after this fight. And a lot of people bone out really, really late, which loses time. This is a good attack. You roll this to the right as well. Low jump. This is bad because I could not have punished the rest. Okay, so he did the frog walk, which is how we call it. So when he does the frog walk, you can punish him. Also here, if after the rain attack he is strafing to the right, it means you can get a hit on. Okay, so for this, for the bone out, you can bone out as soon as the catalyst hits the ground and makes noise. That is a good way to time your bone out from this fight. Might not be perfect, but it's really, really reliable. So yeah, let's see if I can get some more attacks and comment on them specifically. Okay. The reason why I rolled to the right instead of the left is because since this arm, his left arm is the most dangerous one and the one that he does the most attacks with, I want to maximize the time I have after an attack with that to punish him with my Dragon Tooth. And if I'm closer to that arm, that means that I can punish him earlier. Alright, so you saw that after that second attack, he jumped back. which meant that I could try and bait the dark bead. And that's how I'm going to refer to it, the dark bead attack. And to strafe it, you just have to run diagonally towards Manus. It's pretty simple. That's a horrible attack. The uppercut is good, you can roll the same way. Attack his body. Okay, he frogged the walk, so you go for another hit and run away from the rain. And after the rain, he is gonna be ready to die. So yeah, this fight is extremely complex. There is a lot going on. And this video already has 10 minutes, and I feel like I haven't said anything about it. But hopefully some of it was already helpful for some people. So let's see if I can get some specific attacks. Okay, this is bad. Not being able to eat the blossom can be pretty bad in this fight. Also, after this, you run towards him. Wow, that was extremely weird. That might have been one of the weirdest fights I've had in a while, but yeah, you get the ability to improvise with experience, and I've been doing this for a while. This menuing is deceivingly scary because in this route you can't unequip Red Tier Stone Ring because it's a fake Red Tier Stone Ring. Okay, let's see if he jumps back. No jump back, so we go for a running attack and run away from him. A good thing to do is to always start sprinting after the second hit or the second running attack, so you can immediately punish the frog walk. Otherwise, if he jumps back, you can just chill and stay at a certain distance to bait the dark bead. I'm trying to get him to do the dark bead to show how to bait it. So that attack's pretty simple. Oh, I actually animation canceled in there. Okay, this is Regole sponsored tech. That didn't work because Manus does some weird things sometimes. I mean, it kind of did, but the idea is that when he does that jump slam, you do you roll it, do a rolling attack, and then a running attack, and that deals a lot of damage to him. And after whatever he does, he is very likely going to be dead if you hit both hits of your running attack. Okay, that's a decent opener. There's a hop. Oh, I messed that up. Let's see if I can bait the rest of the combo. Okay, so if you are a specific distance, you can strafe that second hit. Wow, that was a weird fight. But yeah, if he does that catalyst slam first, that means he's gonna follow up with a paw attack. And if you are far enough away from the catalyst hit, you can strafe the paw attack, punish it, and then roll the subsequent attack as well, and get a lot of damage on. Like this is bad, for example. Yeah, that was very bad positioning that resulted in my death. And just getting that in as the opener is pretty unlucky because it's extremely unlikely that you're going to be able to strafe anything at that distance. So yeah, rip. I still haven't gotten him to do the dark beat attack. Oh, there you go. Okay, he goes backwards. You chase him by running towards him. You go diagonally to strafe the dark bead, and you can get 2 hits off because he roars after that. So yeah, that was a pretty quick fight. Pretty nice. So right now I'm going to try and show how to punish a really weird attack that he has. That is the fast. So you saw the catalyst slam into pause slam, but he has a second combo, which is the pause slam into catalyst slam. And that one has a tricky and pretty cool way to deal with it. If I don't get it in like a reasonable amount of time, I'm going to just use one of my PBs where I had it. I'm gonna insert it here. Oh, that was weird. Since I'm talking, I just lost track of what's happening in the fight. But yeah, the pause slam into catalyst. Oh, that was too early actually. So see, that's a good indicator that when the catalyst hits the ground, it's when you have to. It's a good timing to bone out. So I'm gonna try and show that. Okay, that's bad. I don't think if you don't get the blossom off, it's worth to eat it. My god, Manus, what are you doing? My god, Manus, what are you doing? That is awful. See, Manus sometimes just decides that you're going to lose time no matter what you do. My god, this is a very good display of that. Alright, this fight I probably lost like 30 plus seconds to it. So in a run, that would be fantastic, huh? And it just happens. You can just decide to say, you know, I don't like your run. Reset. Or lose a lot of time. You don't necessarily need to reset. I probably do, but, you know. The little AFK. Roll this. So he's dead here, by the way. Using Regole sponsored tech. Thank you, Regole. He found that strat while labbing. And it's much appreciated because it's amazing and deals a lot of damage. And you can get no magic fights. No magic fights tend to be really quick. Depending on how you get them. He is pretty AFK. So I'm gonna try and not restore my position. Okay, so he hopped back. I stayed at a certain distance from him. And then I started going to the right diagonally to strafe the dark bead. So what I'm gonna do now is actually I'm gonna do the entire segment there without restoring my position, just to see if the AI behaves any differently. It was doing fine earlier. I don't know if. Oh, this is something that can happen during the Fogage skip. You get a death cam, but then you can quit out and just restore your state. Gonna lose you a little bit of time. Probably loses the time that it takes for you to, the time that it saves to do the Fogate skip, which sucks. So I think this is probably going to be a buggy AI because of having to quit out. Let's see what he does here. Oh, it jumped a very weird angle, which meant that he did that attack. That's interesting. For that attack, it creates an outer ring that you're actually safe closer to him. So you can just go ham on him. That's a rare, that's a rare of the 3 magic attacks. You often just see the rain and the dark bead. Well, let's see how this boy reacts now. Okay, this one I go to the left. Just preference of mine. Oh, so here you can strafe that. Oh, my bad. I didn't roll that one. Yeah, don't do that. My tip is to not do that. Oh, I restart position. But yeah, I was at a decent position there to actually outspace. I guess I've been saying strafing. It's not really strafing, it's outspacing the paw slam from that combo and punish it. Frog walk, so you go for a running attack. And if he's going this direction, it's not super safe to punish him, so I would just wait and see what he does. Unless you're trying to not play safe and lose time. Because sometimes losing time is worth it, you know? You just can't trust AI in this game to do stuff, so only if you want to go for it, if you really want to YOLO, is when I would go for a punish on that. On him strafing to the left instead of to the right, so yeah. Right there was fortunate that he actually did an attack pretty quickly after I approached, so it kind of didn't give me the option to go for it. While also being a quick answer with a good attack. I've realized that when his AI is broken, he really likes doing this jump back, or this jump, the jump attack at point blank range. So yeah, that's a good thing to display in this video, I suppose. I still have not gotten the combo I would like to show, so I would very likely put a PB, my PB that got that, and I'll probably be ending this video after this attempt. I don't think there is much else that I can show. I'll summarize the tips at the end. Okay, he hopped back so I can bait Dark Bead. That's good. And he's dead. That is a pretty decent fight against Manus. So I'll finish the video with that. I think I showed a lot of the strats and the way to deal with it, but to summarize, don't attack his arm because he can animation cancel and you will either not get the full running attack off and hit him, or he is going to do an attack that's going to kill you. One tip that I like giving people that are practicing Manus is to, first of all, get the Dark Souls gadget, turn on no death for both you and Manus, and just spend time in that fight. Learning how to deal with the attacks, the timing, how early you can dodge one attack compared to another. That's going to give you a lot of experience in the fight without having to load save files forever. And another thing is the rolling to the right that I mentioned. Some people roll to the left. I just like being closer to the dangerous arm, so whenever I roll it, I have more time to punish with the running attack. And while this game is heavily reliant on AI for certain fights and the RNG you get, you can use it to your advantage. So I showed a couple of baiting attacks that you can do, especially with the dark beat attack, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I'm going to include a clip of the combo that I would have liked to have shown in this video, but I didn't get it, and this video would be an hour long before I actually got the attack that I want. So I really hope this helped someone, especially new runners who are trying to get better at Manus. And if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see it for a specific section or a different boss, I would very much like to hear it. Or if you thought it sucked and that my commentary was lackluster while fighting, I would also like to hear that so I could get better. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope this helped. And see you around. I don't know. This is a wave. Yeah. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Okay, so this is the clip of the paw slam into catalyst slam punish. It is pretty awkward and you don't often get it in practice. As you could see, I didn't get it at all in 20 whatever minutes of video. So I have this clip. Basically, the idea is to roll the paw slam, go behind Manus, and see what you'd get. Like, I try attacking him a little further to the left so I can bait this turnaround attack, and you sprint through it. Here I get it twice actually, so it's a pretty interesting display of it. And punish his back. And that was a pretty fast fight. It was pretty nice. So yeah, hopefully that helps. And once again, thank you for watching.